What's up, my fellow table-topping friends? Isn't it great to be back on top of the league on our own? I hope that you're all well. I know it's a busy time of the season. I know it's a busy time for all you guys, so I really appreciate you taking the time to drop in and have a little chat with your little old Irish friend. How are we all keeping? I hope that we're all tickety-boo. I hope that your families are all safe and well. And it is a packed show again tonight, folks. And look, the reason I'm on early is I've got a little bit of stuff to do later on. So I do apologise for those that are used to the 8:30 starts. But with the United game and that on, I thought maybe people would want to watch it. So we said, hey, we'll start a little bit earlier. And why not start with some really good news? Get in there for the boss. Jurgen Klopp has won the FIFA Best Men's Coach Award for 2020, which is, a great achievement for Jurgen Klopp as well. A lot of people would have thought Hansi Flick for the award, which, to be honest, he probably could have understood as well, but absolutely delighted for the gaffer that has been voted the FIFA Best Men's Coach Award yet again. Great news for him. And I think Alisson even made the World 11, which is strange considering that Manuel Neuer won the Goalkeeper of the Year award. I can't quite figure that one out, but always like to try and start the stream off on a positive as and where I can, folks. Hello to all you wonderful people in the chat. I hope that you're all well. I can see a load of you in there, a load of regulars in there. Yusuf, THIAGO, Michael Dunn's in there as well. Who else do I see off the top of my head in there? Frodo Baggins dropped all the way in, mate, taking time out of filming to come in and say hello. Mark's in there, of course, as well. And everybody else, thank you so much. Whatever you guys want to talk about, have at it in the chat. I've got a few bits and pieces as well tonight to talk through. Have we all calmed down after last night? Because I'm not going to lie, 4 a.m, I was still sitting up and the adrenaline was still flowing through me after that performance last night. It was a real belter of a game, wasn't it? Back and forth. Either side could have won it, but we came out on top, and that's all that matters to us, and we are at top of the table. And look, Mourinho's post-match press conference was just the icing on the cake. It was the cherry on top of the cake, listening to him get more and more bitter, more and more wound up as it went on. But my favourite part of it all had to be Jurgen Klopp just laughing in his face at the end of the game. The media had set it up all week. They'd been giving the big one to Mourinho. They'd been saying how what a masterclass he was going to come in, yada, yada, yada. Bobby Firmino thought otherwise. What a header. What a header, what a man. God bless our beautiful Brazilian. What have we got? I'm still buzzing, said Michael Dunn, which is great as well. What a game again. What else is there? THIAGO back training. Yes, I will go through that as well. Now, when we say THIAGO is back training, we have to caveat that by saying that he's back doing rehab work out on the pitch with the fitness team. He's not yet in full training, and they will need 2 or 3 sessions with the full team before he's, ready for selection. But that doesn't mean that it isn't great news that we see THIAGO out there on the pitch, going through some rehab drills, going through some running, with his boots on, getting proper graft in. Brilliant to see. And the good news just keeps coming. Does anybody else know we're top of the table, by the way? Did I mention that we're top of the table and we're going back to back? Yeah, we are. What else is there? Wouldn't know if it was offline till about 11:30 last night. What else we got? Well done on 60,000 subscribers, said LFC Forever. Yes, all of you guys, thank you so much. Look at that, doesn't she look magnificent? 60,000 subs up, road to 100k. I'm absolutely buzzing with it. Again, thank you guys for all your love and support. We wouldn't get anywhere without you guys, you know that. I want to give you guys a little bit of other news today that happened. I did tell you that the Premier League stakeholders of the Premier League clubs were having a meeting today around the concussion substitutions and stuff like that. Well, the concussion substitutions will be brought in from January onwards, which is absolutely great news. But the big news today again was the vote on 5 substitutes being introduced into the Premier League, and yet again that was voted down for the 3rd time. 10 clubs voted in favour of it, and you need 14 clubs. But there was somewhat of a compromise, although I don't really see it as a compromise. We are going to be allowed to have 9 players on the bench. That's the case with the 5 sub rule, but we're still only allowed to make 3 substitutions. So clubs will be able to have 9 players on the bench on a match day in the Premier League, but still only 3 substitutions allowed, I'm afraid. The 5 was voted down yet again. Marcus said, congrats with 60k, you're growing so fast. Thank you, man. That goal celebration from last night as well, that's doing well, doing the rounds. It's on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and doing quite well. So again, thank you to everyone for the support. My voice was absolutely shattered last night, ladies and gents. I will be going through my Crystal Palace preview, score predictions and all that stuff in a minute as well. And again, thank you to our sponsors, Boyle Sports, for everything that they've done with us so far, and hopefully we'll continue to do moving forward. Last night, I seen what I think it was Oliver Holt. I believe it was Oliver Holt who put up a tweet that said, football, or something along the lines of football 1, anti-football nil. And I thought that was a little bit harsh. If I'm being really honest, I mean, you can say Mourinho's anti-football and you can say he parked the bus. But I think it takes some tactical acumen from the players as well to be able to implement the system that Mourinho puts in. And it's no accident that Mourinho does get, draws and points away from home. So I thought it was a little bit harsh the more I think back on it. But I definitely feel like we got a result that we needed. And I'd be lying if I said Spurs didn't have a lot of chances as well. Kane missed a sitter of a header. Bergman hit the post. He missed another good opportunity as well. Son got a great goal. And I was very respectful towards Spurs throughout the entirety of the game. But the bitterness and the backlash and the straw grabbing, or clutching I should say, from some of the supporters, particularly around Eric Dyer clashing with Henderson in the box just before that Firmino header. I mean, if he's going to go down, if you've watched this clip, if you haven't, go on social media and you'll see it. So on the edge of the box, there's a little bit of a collision between Henderson and Dyer. So Henderson had his hands on Dyer's shoulder, but yet Dyer doesn't fall forwards. He somehow manages to fall fucking sideways and was nowhere near Bobby Firmino anyway. And yet the straw clutching began, people screaming for a foul. Where was that foul last week, motherfuckers? Remember when Mohamed Salah got pushed in the back and everybody was saying, not enough contact there, Craig. Referee played on, gave the goal. I warned everybody. Didn't I say it, ladies and gents? It might be us this week, but it will come back to bite you in the ass next week. And yet there they all are, crying like little bitches over that push that wasn't even a push on Dyer. He went down, didn't know, started to hold his head, then changed his mind, fell in the wrong direction. Just bitterness. Just congratulate us on a win like we would have done to Spurs, and we move on. I just don't get it. Straw clutching par excellence, ladies and gents. What have we got? Mourinho, the best team lost. I mean, that is just ridiculous. To say the best team lost is completely nonsense for Mourinho. What he could have said is, we had enough chances to win the game. I think none of us would have disagreed with him, because Spurs did have a lot of chances, and Spurs were a good side. I said that building up to the game as well. But to say the better team lost, I mean, it's just, he's so bitter. Just admit that, you lost the game, happy days, move on. Do you know what I mean? They came there hoping they were going to smash a 65 game unbeaten home record. It didn't happen. It was a belter of a game between two very good sides. And I thought actually our midfielders and our forwards defended from the front really, really well and limited the service that Spurs were able to give to Kane and Son. And the one time Son did get through, he punished us. So yeah, Mourinho could have just had a little bit more class and just said, look, we created enough opportunities that we could have won that game. Didn't happen for us tonight, but we'll take the positives from this moving forward and know that we're able to compete with the very best. That would have been a lovely way of finishing his interview, but, that's Mourinho for you, isn't it? Will THIAGO play this Saturday? I don't think so, mate, no. I think we're still looking at, I think it's the West Brom game, isn't it, that's coming up after the 8-day break. Back to back, baby, said Carl. Yeah, we are. Good news as well. For those of you that almost lost their eardrums last night, we have managed to put a setting onto what we use for the audio here on the channel that will limit the sound of the volume. So it won't go past a certain decibel anymore. So you won't have to worry about me deafening anyone or frightening any children moving forwards, because I'm well aware that happens when I scream into the microphone. So we've limited it now so it won't go past a certain audio level, which I hope is good news for everybody. Breaking news, Robert Lewandowski beats Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to the FIFA Men's Best Award. And you know what, as Connor said in the chat, thoroughly deserved. Lewandowski had an amazing season, probably going to be robbed of the Ballon d'Or because I don't think they're doing the Ballon d'Or. But cannot argue with it. Lewandowski was a machine last year, thoroughly deserved that award. So congratulations to Robert Lewandowski. Again, a little bit of news with regards to Liverpool fans or anybody potentially attending the game. The latest tier system in the UK was again put out today, and the Liverpool City region will remain in tier 2 after a government review, which means that we can still have up to a maximum of 2,000 fans inside the ground, as Everton can of course as well. So good news for the city of Liverpool there with regards to having fans inside the stadium. So yeah, happy days all around on that one. And a bit of transfer news as well, folks. But look, I'm going to switch over and we're going to go into our preview studio. So 1 second, there we go. Look at that transition, isn't it just a thing of beauty? So look, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I give you my Craig bet for this one. So where's the Craig bet? Where's it gone? Here we go. Craig's bet for this one, yet again, And my prediction is the exact same as the last time. I'm going for Liverpool to beat Crystal Palace by 2-1. And there's my prediction at the bottom of the screen as well. If you fancy doing that, please use our betting partners and our sponsors, Boyle Sports. Last night, if you had us stuck a tenner on my prediction, you would have got 80 quid back. And so yeah, I'm sticking with the same score for this one. Liverpool to beat Palace by 2-1. And it is 7-1 with our sponsors, Boyle Sports. There's a link in the description if you want to go over and sign up to Boyle Sports. And don't forget, if you do go over and you put your tenner on my bet there, or any bet, whatever you choose to bet on, you will get a free bet as well if you sign up to Boyle Sports for the first time. And again, we do urge you guys to always please gamble responsibly. But yeah, that's my bet for the game and my prediction below, as you can see. Right, I'm going to pull up the starting 11 now. We ready? Might help if Craig actually brought the starting 11 in. 1 second. Yeah, this is where I fuck up. 1 second. Connor, don't you be cutting this yet. We'll be doing all this again, mate. Don't worry for the clip. 1 second, folks. This is where I made a mess of it. There we go. There's my predicted 11. So let me just do this little segment again, everybody. Apologies on this. I know it's live. I know I fucked up and all, but I got to get it right for our sponsors, Boyle Sports. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Anfield Agenda preview ahead of the Reds trip to London to take on Crystal Palace this weekend, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. kickoff. Thank you to our sponsors, Boyle Sports, for backing us all the way. And look, my prediction for this one, ladies and gentlemen, is Liverpool to win by 2-1. So if you fancy backing up and if you fancy backing what I have there, please go over to our betting partners and our sponsors, Boyle Sports. If you had us stuck a tenner on my bet last night, which was Liverpool to beat Spurs 2-1, you would have been 80 quid better off today, including your tenner stake. Same for this one. I'm going for a 2-1 win. If you want to go over, there's a link in the description to sign up to Boyle Sports. And again, we do urge you guys to always gamble responsibly. If it's your first time signing up and you put a tenner on a bet, you will be guaranteed a free bet as well from Boyle as part of their sign-up offer. So again, I'm going for a 2-1 win. It's 7-1 with Boyle Sports. So a tenner stake could potentially pay out 80 quid. And again, we always urge you guys to gamble responsibly. So right, let's move away from that and get into the predicted 11 for the game. As you can see, I'm going for a 2-1 away win for the Reds. I hate these early kickoffs. I'm not expecting us to go and steamroll Palace because they're very tricky at home. I'm quite happy that there won't be any fans inside the stadium because obviously London. And look, that is a benefit to us. I'm not going to lie. I do agree with people who think that the fact that that Liverpool can still have fans inside the stadium, that Everton can still have fans, Brighton, Southampton. People say that that's a benefit or that's an advantage. And you know what? I have to agree. I think it is an advantage. But anyway, here's my predicted 11 for the Reds for the game. Let me know what you think. Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back. Joe Matip was back training today, so I'm fully expecting him to come back in and partner Fabinho. Midfield for this game, folks. Look, I'm sticking with the same because we're running out of bodies. And the reason why I'm going to stick with Gini Wijnaldum, Jordan Henderson and Curtis Jones, apart from the fact they played magnificently well, is because, as I said, after this game, the guys will have 8 days before the next game, so Klopp will have a chance to give them a bit of time off, maybe even give them Christmas Day off to spend with the family, because we're not playing on Boxing Day, we're playing on the 27th. And then up front, of course, I've gone for Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino. Look, it was difficult because I know Naby's almost back to fitness, he's ready, Chamberlain as well, Takumi Minamino, people will give a shout for him, but I cannot drop Curtis Jones for a start because he was simply magnificent. Man of the match from us, man of the match from you guys, man of the match from almost every media outlet I've seen. It was brilliant again from Curtis Jones. That young man is coming of age, and what a future he has with the football club. And as I said on the stream last night, I'm fully expecting Curtis Jones for his entire career because he's a Scouser through and through. He loves the club and we love him as well, and the more we get to see of this young man, the better. Again, I'm expecting Chamberlain maybe to get some minutes from the bench. We did see last night Klopp made no substitutions, none whatsoever against Spurs, albeit Naby was on the sidelines ready to come on before Bobby Firmino leapt like a salmon from the River Boyne and nodded that one top bins to leave Hugo Lloris stranded, Jose Mourinho heartbroken, and all of us Reds around the world with sore throats this morning from screaming happy days. It's always going to be a difficult away trip at Palace because Roy Hodgson has them playing some good football at times. They can be quite compact. I think we can get at them defensively. We got to obviously worry about keeping Zaha quiet as well. But look, it would be a lovely way to head into this little mini break that the club have if we can pick up 3 points. Again, I don't think it's going to be easy, and our away form, I'm well aware, has not been up to scratch in the Premier League this season, so we need to try and rectify that one as well. I'm hoping that the lads and the adrenaline that the lads got from the last game will carry them through this one, with the knowledge that, of course, they will have a bit of a break moving forward. Again, there's talk about Gini Wijnaldum maybe extending his contract at the club. I'll go through that in more detail later on as well, but the club are definitely, FSG are 100% looking to sit down because Klopp wants it so much and try and sort out a deal with Gini Wijnaldum. From a Palace point of view, as I said, Wilfried Zaha is obviously going to be a concern. Benteke has been scoring some goals recently, although I'm not saying that because I know if I go off and say something about Benteke, it'll come back to bite me in the ass. But as I said, 2-1 prediction for me for this one. The Reds then head into our little mini break, top of the table. I hate these early kickoffs for a couple of reasons. One, because I'm a lazy git and I don't like getting up that early in the day. And secondly, because I just don't know, they worry me. I don't know why, but they worry me. And another trip to London right after a disappointing trip to London, obviously with the game against Fulham, is I'm hoping something that the lads will be able to G themselves up for and get through. So again, yeah, that's my prediction. I'm hoping to see Naby get some minutes. I'm hoping to see Chamberlain get some minutes off the bench as well. And why not Takumi Minamino? But again, I want to take a little second to say it was a very hard decision to put Matip back in after Reece Williams played so well. But again, I think it is fair that Joel Matip will partner Fabinho at centre-back. I mean, he is the club's only fit remaining senior centre-back that we currently have. So, yeah, I think he'll go in there. Obviously, Alisson in goal, Trent and Robbo at right-back, best full-back, or right and left-back, excuse me. Best full-backs in Europe as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, look, the midfield trio were excellent last night, so hopefully they can continue it. Let me just pick up a couple of comments from the chat and see what everybody else is thinking. Ariel's just reminded everybody it does kick off Saturday 12:30. We'll be live with our coverage here on Anfield Agenda from about 12 o'clock. We usually start half an hour beforehand. And just another shout out, we're going to be doing the Manchester United game against Leeds on Sunday, but we're going to be doing that on our other channel, Mundo Sporto. There is a link in the description to that one, folks. So if you haven't checked out my non-Liverpool watch-alongs yet, maybe come across on Sunday and cheer along for Leeds with me against United, because that's the team we're all going to be supporting, to be fair, other than United fans that may be watching this back. Sorry, but you know, I know you guys hate Leeds and Leeds hate United, but I'm defo going on the side of Leeds on this one and hoping that Bielsa's side can get the job done. Again, I'd love to know what you guys think about the Palace game, ladies and gentlemen, so let me know in the comment section below. If you're watching this back later on, let me know your predicted 11, your score predictions as well. I'm sticking with my 2-1. I'm sticking with Sadio Mane to get a goal as well, because he's due one. Bobby got his, Salah got his. Now it's time for Sadio Mane to get his goal and hopefully give him a little bit more confidence. I think that's 9 games now in a row without Sadio scoring. He's very unfortunate against Spurs, rattled the crossbar, but you know, hopefully he can get the job done in this one and get back to good form, and then have his little break, and we'll be back then to rock and roll on the 27th, and the run into the title defence begins, my friends. So look, that's the preview for the show. I'm going to go back over now to our other studio, and again, I want to know what you guys have to say in the comment section below, and yeah, let's swap over. Right, there we go. Sorry, I had an itchy nose. What have we got? Breaking, Marcus Rashford wins Personality of the Year. Deserved. 100% agree with you, John. Marcus Rashford should get all the plaudits, and rightly so, for the amazing stuff that he's done to feed hungry kids around the UK. And I've nothing but love and admiration for that man. So, yeah, fair play to Marcus Rashford. Nothing. Benteke suspended, is he? Oh, well. That's probably actually a good thing. Yeah, I've seen it, mate. Sorry. Benteke can't play. Got it. I just missed it on the preview. I think we'll steamroll Palace, said Michael Dunn. 3-1 to the Reds, said Ras. I think Liverpool win 3-1. Mane with 2 goals to end his drought, and Firmino to get 1, said Ettrick Do. Firmino header was class, man. It was beautiful. I mean, did you see the Tim Sherwood commentary on it, by the way? Tim Sherwood said that you know, he's not that worried from the corner situation. Spurs should be dominant aerially, and then Bobby scores, and it's karma. But do you know what? I have to say, I get where Tim Sherwood was coming from, and usually I don't agree with Tim Sherwood, but I did say in my commentary of the game last night that I thought Spurs were dominant aerially because they were a bigger side than us with regard to obviously physicality. But Bobby Firmino, you know what I mean? Carl said Benteke won't play, was sent off in the last game. Yes, again, thank you for people for reminding me of that. Shows you how much attention I really do pay to Crystal Palace, to be fair. How's it going, said Gilbert. I'm good, mate. All good. Any news of Origi? Yes, I actually do have some news on Origi. Let's get into the transfer section tonight. So, Dortmund have been urged to sign Divock Origi by former Germany international Stefan Effenberg. He's been a bit critical apparently of Dortmund's work in the transfer market, and he believes that they should look to sign Divock Origi from Liverpool, and I don't know, maybe this one could work out. You know, could build bridges as well. With us looking to maybe get Haaland next summer. The summer of 2022. Harvey Elliott obviously doing really well at Blackburn, scoring another goal for them last night in their 2-1 win. I don't know if there's actually any truth to this with Origi and Dortmund, but I have told you guys before, I do expect Divock Origi to try and engineer a move away in January, just to get more game time, because he'll want to get into the Belgium squad for the Euros. So again, that's a little bit of news on that one. I'm not sure, if Dortmund have any interest, but that was just a suggestion from a former Dortmund and German international. And again, Gini Wijnaldum, I spoke about his contract situation. Eurosport are reporting that Klopp wants to sit down and wants FSG, Michael Edwards, to sit down and try and get that deal done, because look, he's just amazing, Gini Wijnaldum, and we see every week what the lad's all about, so why not get that contract tied down? Bobby Worthington said congrats on 60k. It honestly made my day, made my week that we managed to hit 60k last night, and again, we can't thank you enough for your love and support. When is THIAGO set to play? The plan, Jamie, has always been, mate, that we were looking at the other side of Christmas for THIAGO. It is good news today. I've seen the pin 3, Connor. I'll get to it in 1 sec. It's good news today that we've seen him out doing his rehab on the pitch. And hopefully, there's no ill effects. He feels okay. His body, then they start upping the level of the tempo of his training. Then he goes full training. And once he's had 2 or 3 sessions with the first team, he should be ready to go. Sticking with the Divock Origi stuff, Connor's just put in a thing pinned to the top of the chat to say that Wolves still retain an interest in Divock Origi as well. So, as I've said to you, I do expect him to try and engineer that move. On Wolves, while we're staying with Wolves and we're talking about transfers, Liverpool are reportedly eyeing, according to Le Sport, which is a French outlet, a move for, what's the gentleman's name again? Renato Sanchez. Do you remember the young guy broke through at Benfica? Who did he have a spell with in the Premier League as well? Benfica, was it Wolves? So who did he played in the Premier League with somebody, and I can't remember who it was for. But yeah, apparently Wolves and Liverpool are both considering a move for Renato Sanchez. I think from Liverpool's perspective, that would be if Gini Wijnaldum was to leave the club. And again, with him being having good contacts in Portugal, being Portuguese, you would expect Spurs, or Wolves, to be interested in Renato Sanchez. Who was it he had a little? Swansea, thank you, Callum. I knew he had a little run that didn't work out. And he broke through, and everybody thought that he was going to be the real deal. Like, I remember when Renato Sanchez was coming through, he was really highly regarded. And I don't know what's happened in his career. I don't know why it's gone a little bit off track, or maybe it's just been a bad luck of which clubs he's been at. I've no idea. But again, Le Sport in France are suggesting that Liverpool and Wolves both are keeping an eye on Renato Sanchez. But from Liverpool's perspective, it would only be if the club lost Gini Wijnaldum. Any news on Tsimikas? No, mate, we're still looking at the same thing. Costa Tsimikas, Diogo Jota, 6 to 8 weeks, unfortunately, was the prognosis for those guys. And again, look at that. Everyone putting in Swansea. Love it. Love that you guys help me out when I forget things like that. Bayern reject, said Neil before Klopp. But look, the world of football is littered with players who have failed elsewhere and gone on to do great things. I mean, immediately thinking of the dude, Serge Gnabry. Who would have thought that he would have revitalised his career and gone on and done as well as he's done at Bayern Munich? I mean, he's turned into one hell of a player there. So, that's why I always say to you, don't ever write off these young lads, because sometimes people mature, develop at different stages. And again, I've no idea if we will actually go after Renato Sanchez, or I say Wolves might be more realistic, to be honest. Neil Davey said Klopp would sort him out. He played for Swansea, yes, thank you. Kate says, Lee Senor, give the ball to Bobby and he'll smash it in with his noggin. Interest in Llorente, yes, we spoke about that base face in space. There has been again interest in, or rumoured interest to Liverpool in Atletico Madrid's Llorente. I don't know too much about that guy because, as I said when I first brought up this, I try and avoid watching Diego Simeone teams where possible because I'd rather watch paint dry than watch the way he sets his teams up to play football. It's very effective, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him as a manager. It's just not a style that I really appreciate watching. Right, Stefan de Vrij. A lot of people have been asking me about him as well with regards to Liverpool's centre-back search. It looks like Inter Milan are trying to tie him down to a new contract. According to FC Inter News, de Vrij is poised to put pen to paper on a deal until 2025, which would of course rule out any move to Liverpool or elsewhere. I never thought this was a goer, to be honest with you, from day one. The fact that he is 28 years of age, it doesn't fit in with the profile of centre-back that Liverpool will be looking to sign. And I've got one more little thing around Edison Cavani. I've always said when that situation happened on social media, I wasn't going to comment on it until we seen what the outcome was going to be. Well, today a statement was released on behalf of the Premier League that states Edison Cavani has been charged with misconduct for a breach of FA Rule E3 in relation to a social media post on Thursday 29th of November 2020. It's alleged that contrary to FA Rule E3.1, a comment posted on the Manchester United FC player's Instagram page was insulting and or abusive and or improper and or brought the game into disrepute. It's further alleged that the comment constitutes an aggravated breach, which is defined in FA Rule 3.2 as it included reference, whether expressed or implied, to colour and or race and or ethnic origin. The striker has until Monday the 4th of January 2021 to provide a response to the charge. Now, it is possible that if he does receive a ban, that would rule him out of the January game against Liverpool. But again, we'll wait and see what the FA and the Premier League, or I think it's the FA actually, do about this. And I don't really want to comment further on it until we know the outcome. I think it's only fair to allow due process to go through. But again, just a little bit of an update there on that one. What would Ben White cost in January, said Lance. Well, look, as I spoke about last night, it was the night before, there's been talk that Liverpool are interested in two players from Brighton, not just Ben White, but Basuma as well. And the figure mentioned in the article I read for both of those players will be around the £75 million mark. I would imagine Ben White, you'll have what we like to call, I suppose, the English tax, the proven Premier League or experience in England, an English international. I'd say you're probably talking upwards of 40 million for Ben White. And I think he'll be worth it if that's the case. I've also received a little bit of information today that there could well be something down the line on Per Schurz as well. I can't really give you too much on it because I want to make sure that this information is solid. But Per Schurz again, so keep an eye on that one, because with Ajax going out of the Champions League, there was a thought that would make him more available. €25 million seems to be the price that would tempt Ajax to sell Per Schurz. Again, for those that don't know and haven't heard me say this before, he was on trial at Liverpool when he was 18 years of age. Liverpool decided that it was best for his development to go back to Fortuna Sittard, the club that he played for in Holland, and continue to develop. He's since moved on to Ajax, but Liverpool have always kept monitoring Per Schurz, and I wouldn't at all be surprised if he is the player that we see coming in, as much as I want Ben White. And Upamecano, Canada, I think we can put those rumours to bed because of the fact we drew Leipzig in the Champions League. They're not going to want to sell to a rival, particularly a rival who they're going to be playing against twice in February. So yeah, that's the transfer gossip I have for you guys today anyway. Why doesn't Brewster start for Sheffield? Mate, I looked at the Sheffield United team news when it came out, and again, I don't understand it. He just, for whatever reason, isn't getting an opportunity, and it's breaking my heart to see it, because he might as well be sitting on Liverpool's bench getting occasional minutes or a chance to prove himself, because I am still going to stand over my utmost belief in Ryan Brewster that he is a top class centre forward, and I just hope he gets the opportunities that his talent deserves, and hopefully we see him back at Liverpool someday in a red shirt. What was my favourite match from last season? Leicester away, said Rehan. I think that's a great shout, the Leicester away one, because that was, to me, I think the day I really started to think this could be on, the title could be on. So it's a very good shout, mate. But probably Chelsea beating Manchester City and watching all the players sitting around watching that game, that was special as well. But it's nothing to do with us even, but it was just a special night. What else have we got? You've gone blurry. Don't think I have, Kate. Not on my side anyway. I've got my camera thing all fixed and all, so I don't think I've gone blurry on my side, mate. If I have, just refresh. He doesn't fit in their system. I'm not sure who you're talking about, Dan Buddy. I'm not sure exactly which lad you're talking about there. Jurgen won Best Men's Coach. He deserves it. Yes, we started off the stream with that. The great news that Jurgen Klopp has been voted the FIFA Best Men's Coach for 2020. So congratulations to him. It had to be really between himself and Hansi Flick, if I'm being honest. And look, I wouldn't have argued if Flick had have won it either, because the turnaround that he instigated there at Bayern Munich was phenomenal last year. What have we got? You're back now. Maybe it's me. I think on this occasion it might have been Kate, because I have the blurry thing fixed on my camera, so it shouldn't be like that. What else we got? Brewster might not fit Sheffield United type football right now, which makes it all the weirder that they bought him, though, doesn't it? Surely. Like, they spent a decent few quid there on Ryan Brewster, so, you know, when you're struggling like that down the bottom of the league, why not give him a chance? I mean, I'd love to see him have a go at terrorising that United defence tonight. What have we got? Ahmed said, Craig, next Wednesday is my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, buddy, if I don't speak to you before then, and lots of love. Just a heads up, by the way, folks, I'm not going to be doing any stream tomorrow whatsoever. I'm taking a day off. I don't think I've had a day off. And then I'll be back, obviously, for the watch-along of the Palace game on Saturday morning, with a post-match show coming up afterwards as well. Then I'll be doing the Manchester United versus Leeds game over on Mundo Sporto. There is a link pinned to the top of the chat if you haven't yet subscribed to Mundo Sporto. What else have we got? And then obviously the Reds have 8 days off, so I don't know what the schedule is going to be like next week, because I'm going to try and plan a day or two off for some time with the family in and around Christmas, as I'm sure you'll all understand. If anything breaks, as always, I'll be here and putting content up, and I promise you I won't leave you go long without content. I'm well aware that consistency is key to what we do, so I think you'll all understand if we take a couple of days off. Poor well, Mr. Crosby's absolutely knackered as well. God bless him. He's been working his heart out as well. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. I'll be taking tomorrow off, and then after the Reds game on Saturday and then the United game Sunday, I'll probably take a couple of days off next week as well to spend some time with the family around Christmas. Yilbert, it's your birthday today. Is it really? Is it really? The laughing faces, mate. I don't know if it is, pal. Happy birthday to you, and lots of love. When will Jota be back, said Ali Khan. 6 to 8 weeks, unfortunately, Ali, mate. It's not the news that we want, but it is the real news. Who do I think we'll get in January? Pair Shures, Johnny. That's what I just said. I'd like Ben White, but I think Pair Shures could be the most obvious. And again, I'm trying to find as much information as I can on this one. If anybody wants to become a member, by the way, of Anfield Agenda FC and get the real inside scoop on this, all you have to do is click on the join button, and what you get for your $4.99 a month in Anfield Agenda FC is this. You get all those loyalty badges you see at the top. Starts off bronze, and the longer you're with us it changes colour to red, and then you get all the custom emojis that you'll see some people in the chat putting in, and of course Connor Crosby is still designing some new ones. And most importantly for me, you get access to the Anfield Agenda Discord group, which is where we give all the information we get, whether it be social media ready or not. We give it to our members in there and let them make up their own mind as well. We've even told them about the big interview that we're just after. Well, we're 99% there to getting it agreed as well. The guys in there know who that interview is with. So I'm a member, $4.99 a month. Click the blue join button, or there is a link in the description. Where is James Bloody Milner? Neil, the club are being really cagey about giving out any information with regards to injuries. So I've nothing on Milner, I've nothing on Shaqiri. We know Kate is back, obviously. We know THIAGO was out on the pitch training today with the rehab team trying to get ready. But yeah, there are some stuff that the club just aren't giving any information out on. What do I make of Ronaldo Sanchez? It's so tough, Ali, because he broke through, really promising young player, lots of hype around him. Went to Bayern, didn't work out. Had a little spell at Swansea, didn't work out. But again, I don't want to write off a young player like that early in his career, and maybe he just needs a coach that really believes in him and will give him the opportunity and improve him through coaching. So, you know, we do have Portuguese links ourselves with Pep and Linders, but it's no surprise to see Wolves interested in him as well with the extensive links and scouting they have there. Are Sheffield United really 1-0 up? Oh, please tell me that's true. Are they really? Oh, things you love to see. What else we got? Lee Chappie said, top guy, top channel for you, Red. 60k fully deserved, and thanks for the inspiration to do it myself. Lee, as I've always said, mate, you are one of our good friends of the channel. You are one of the very few people in this industry, Lee, that we trust complicitly. So if you like football content, Lee Chappie is one of the best. He's a Leicester City fan. He is an all-around top man. And again, mate, that means a lot. So there you go. Who scored for Sheffield, by the way? Please do give me the info. I just see Sheffield 1-0 up, which does make me smile. Dara Azizi's in the house as well. Dara, how are you, buddy? Obviously, I know how you are, but I'm not giving out any of your public information. Horrific goalkeeper blunder by Henderson. Uh-oh! Wolves are interested in Divock Origi. We touched on that one a little bit earlier on, mate. McGoldrick. Good old McGoldrick. Fair play to him. United 1 down. Love it. Hello, Anfield Agenda. You're the best YouTuber. Said hello. Thank you very much, mate. That means the world. Really, really does mean the world to us. I'm smiling so much inside that our little family have grown to 60k. And look, our TikTok account is only about a week old and we've already got 1,000 followers on TikTok. So, yes, Anfield Agenda is on TikTok. Yes, it is true. If you want to go over, give us a follow on TikTok. There is a link in the description as well. But one thing, if I ask you one little favour, ladies and gentlemen, the Anfield Agenda Instagram account is closing in on 30,000 followers. We're about 1,100 away. So if you are on Instagram and you haven't given us a follow on there, please do go over and check us out at Anfield Agenda, and exactly the same on Twitter as well, at Anfield Agenda. And again, you'll get more content on there as well. I look like a potato. Brilliant. Did you come up with that all on your own, you dumb son of a bitch? I look like a potato. Yes, mate. I'm a potato with 60,000 people that like what my potato ass has to say. And if you don't like it, go and fuck yourself. Mic drop, potato out. Let's not celebrate too early. I'm not, but you have to enjoy it when you can see the goal. I'm not mocking them. I didn't even know they'd gone 1-0 down. But you know what, mate? I may look like a potato, but you're too much of a cowardly little bitch to let the world know what you look like. So I'm out here, front and centre, baked potato, mashed spud, chip meat, whatever you like, pal. But I'm in your head because you're in here commenting. So, mwah! Lots of love to you. I hope the bitterness goes away, pal. If you need a hug, let me know. Potato hugs are really special, don't you know? You're an absolute legend. Up the Reds, said Tom Spencer. Up the Reds, Tom. Well played, sir. We all love potatoes as well. Yeah, who doesn't love an old spud? Congratulations on 60k. Thank you, Tom. Don't drop the mic for fuck's sake. We can't afford another one after the last time you did that. Yeah, true. He's very true, Mr. Cosby. He's not lying. I love it when you respond to hate, Craig. It's the perfect way to handle it. So I'm trying to be a bit less aggressive in the way I respond to hate. I'm trying to be a bit more creative in the way that I respond to these little idiots. It's all great to give a Billy Big Bollocks hidden behind a keyboard, isn't it? But it takes courage for anyone who has a YouTube channel or a podcast to go out there and be judged by the public. And I promise you one thing, mate. You can call me whatever you want and I'll sit here winking at you, smiling right back at you with a motherfucking army of potato-loving people behind me. So, do you know what I mean? Sucks to be you, pal. It's great being me, though. I'm really enjoying life. He's on his 26th mic now. I have broken a few. He is right. I'm not going to lie, folks. A few microphones, a few remote controls. Robert said, take some time off over Christmas. You deserve it. I will be taking a bit of time off. I'll be back on Boxing Day for you guys. I'll be doing a watch-along probably on Boxing Day. Obviously on Christmas Day I'll be doing nothing. Might do a little something on Christmas Eve, but yeah, I definitely will be taking a few days off because the Reds have 8 days without a game as well. Lineup prediction I've already gone through, buddy, but I'm happy to do it again. Let me just switch screens. Right, so for those that haven't seen my predicted lineup for Crystal Palace, I'll do it one more time. Here we go. I'm going for Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Joel Matip to come back in. He is back out training to partner Fabinho. Then I'm going for Hendo, Gini Wijnaldum and Curtis Jones in midfield. And then Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino and Mohamed Salah up front. It is the exact same squad I predicted, the exact same team, I predicted for the game against Spurs. albeit obviously Matip wasn't available and young Reece Williams came in and did a great job. The reason I think we should stick with the same 11 is because we have that gap afterwards. So I know these guys are tired, but they will get a chance to get the bit of rest that they surely need. And again, if you are going to have a little flutter on this game, folks, then my bet for this one is the Reds again to win 2-1. Those odds are once again 7-1 with Boyle Sports. So if you stick a tenner on there, you can win 80, or you can win 70 in your tenner stake, or you can of course lose it. We do urge you to gamble responsibly, and if you are going to sign up to a betting site, why not use our sponsors, Boyle Sports? There is a link in the description. Once you deposit your first tenner, place that bet, you will of course receive a free bet from Boyle as well, maybe even a few more. So please do go over and check out the good folks at Boyle Sports. Rabadan said, tremendous game at Bramall Lane now. I'm going to watch it, mate, as soon as I finish this stream, trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to call that one a night because, as I said, I've got a really busy evening ahead. Lots of work to get done. I know this stream was a little bit shorter than the usual one, so I do apologise for that. Again, a heads up, I won't be on tomorrow. We'll probably put the preview up again, but I won't be doing anything live tomorrow. I'm taking the day off. I'll be here on Saturday morning for the game against Crystal Palace. Our coverage on Anfield Agenda starts at 12 p.m. And then on Sunday, I'll be over on Mundo Sporto doing a watch-along of Manchester United's game against Leeds United. So I hope you can join me for that one. Again, don't forget to subscribe to Mundo Sporto and go and check out our TikTok account as well. But most importantly, you absolute bunch of legends, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for all the encouragement. Thank you for being the best subscribers on YouTube, and thank you for making mine and Connor's life so much better. It means more than you will ever know. So look after yourselves, be well, be safe, enjoy the festive season, and I will chat to you guys hopefully